Good evening, and welcome to another cast of VRML Breachers. Today we'll be having an exciting game between VALOR and BEAVERtails. Today, my name is Martini. I'm going to be alone in the caster's booth, so it'll be just me today, unfortunately, but it's okay. I'll try my best to solo cast this and enjoy myself as much as I can. Anyways, today we do have this matchup between these two teams. Let me pull up the matchup page right now between the VALOR and BEAVERtails. Two pretty well, in terms of standings, pretty well placed teams. I'm surprised I don't see the BEAVERtails standing there. Let me pull up the standing page myself so I can see it. Looks like BEAVERtails is actually going to be in 5th place and VALOR at 4th. So, you know, two top tier master tier teams duking it out this week, and we'll have to see how they are going to play. BEAVERtails, you know, having not as good of a record as VALOR, but they have been a team I have seen around for a hot minute now. But, you know, as I always say, they have the pedigree there. Doesn't discount VALOR, though. You know, even if they are a newer team, does not mean they don't have the experience, right? It's very, you know, looking at a lot of these team members that I'm seeing on this team, they definitely have done their rounds in VRML. I've seen them around a variety of times, so not shocked that, you know, these players are doing such a good job between these two. But anyways, it looks like VALOR and BEAVERtails, you know, checking out the community votes, definitely a lot of favoritism on the VALOR side. I mean, 64-7, you know, for BEAVERtails. It's definitely a pretty strong showing for the VALOR players. We'll have to see if, you know, that does hold up when the game actually comes in, or if those connoisseur votes are going to be eating their own words there. You know, checking out the, I think chat, it's a similar kind of vibe. A lot of people in chat talking about how VALOR, you know, seems to be a pretty solid team, and they'll be able to put their own, and it makes sense. You know, I think they're slightly ranked higher. Sorry, excuse me, just had dinner. Than BEAVERtails here at 4th place, so definitely well deserving in you know, in players thinking that they're going to be playing better. But we'll have to see again as the players are slowly trickling in. I do see all 10. Y'all are good to go whenever. And it looks like they are going to be choosing Skyscraper, and, you know, just so everyone's aware, they did ban, so I think VALOR banned Hideout and BEAVERtails banned Arctic. Definitely some interesting choices. I think we'll be seeing some more interesting maps then coming in. You know, we're going to be seeing Skyscraper already coming in on this first map. Anyways, before we hop into the game, I wanted to give a shout out to Triangle Factory, one of my own personal favorite sponsors. You know, Triangle Factory, for providing us with the game we love and for supporting season 3 of VRML. And finally, you know, getting back to some of the other sponsors, you know, shout out to HyperX for how, you know, they offer some amazing products like the high quality HyperX Quadcast. This is what I, you know, consistently use for all my casts, for the mics, for everything, and for also providing great peripherals for computers. Anyways, it looks like we are going to be hopping into the maps here. As the first map is going to be Skyscraper here. And these teams are coming in here in a team between BEAVERtails starting on defense against VALOR on the attacking side. We'll have to see, you know, how VALOR starts off its attack. I always say, you know, this first half is very important. You know, we get to see one of the teams on how they start. You know, in terms of being on the offensive side, are they very well equipped to play against the defensive side? That is BEAVERtails. Sorry, there's a weird thing on my screen right there. Let me see if I can get that off. Get a little replay going, like a weird replay in replay. It's fine. Hopefully that does remove that. But anyways, BEAVERtails is getting set up here on this pistol round, and I'm excited to see how these teams do approach this. Looks like we are going to be seeing some more aggressive roaming options here from BEAVERtails. Nothing too deep, you know, cut skills a little bit deeper, and the 2 extended roamers in this bathroom area. So we can definitely see that BEAVERtails plays a more aggressive defense, but nothing too crazy either, as most of their players are, you know, within close proximity to site here. But anyways, this 3-2 split coming in from VALOR, as VALOR going in for, I think, a very unique approach as they go in for the jump hatch. They're already losing one player, getting that refrag there in the corner. And now down Silver in the corner. They do pick off a player. Now coming down to just Gems. And that is a crazy shutout there. Let me get that replay. I literally could not keep up. People were just getting knocked back and forth on the VALOR side. You know, I'm a big hater of jump hatches, and that's exactly why. I feel like even with the surprise on your side, it just doesn't quite work out in the way that you hope it does. So we'll have to see if they decide to mix it up. I think they maybe played aggressive because it's the pistol round. They wanted to do something different. Obviously, the jump hatch failed them so bad. I mean, how many people were alive on the BEAVERtails side? All 3 players were still up. So wow, even with the surprise, 3 players were still up on the BEAVERtails side. But anyways, that is already a round in the pocket for BEAVERtails. That's me putting them off to a good start. Looks like they are not going in on a hero buy here. Is only 2 players going in for kind of a half buy. This will be interesting. I don't know why the audio sounds like low to me. Yeah, and I picked up this game. I think there's another interesting game around this time, but this one had way more hype votes. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just pick this one up. And I actually looked at their cast. They don't have that many. BEAVERtails and VALOR have a couple of cut skills already getting some shots off on Sleepso in this window there. And it looks like Raj getting some shots off themselves. Man, BEAVERtails off to a beautiful start as 2 players already down on the VALOR side. I mean, these roamers are doing beautiful work here. Just knocking him. Raj getting another pick there. Now leaving it down to just Works on that corner as Raj swings it. And they do pick up. Oh my goodness. Let me get that replay as that was nasty. I did not expect them to get. They got that 2-piece. They're being very aggressive on this defense. And I mean, you know, earlier I talked about, you know, they seem like they play aggressive on the defense, and we definitely saw it there. I mean, some extended roamers getting so much value here. So a lot of credit to the BEAVERtails side, you know, trying to quell the opinions that were against them in terms of community votes. So we'll see if this does keep going. But I mean, this is a beautiful start. 2 rounds already in. I mean, no deaths in this current round right now, and it all comes down to Aang here, as they have a 1v5 situation here. I do not think they will be able to do too much. Probably going in for the save at this point. But I mean, what can he do in terms of saves? Like, you have, you know, a Spectral in hand. I feel like I'm always at the party at this point. Like, you're gonna buy a Vezin anyways. There's no saving here unless you had other gadgets. Might be worth it to just kind of swing. But I think Aang's probably going in for the save, because I mean, a 1v5 situation is difficult no matter what way you paint it. But Raj here almost exposing themselves a little too much, but they might be able to get some value out of this window. I think they're waiting for someone from VALOR to play aggressive, but we'll have to see if they can do anything here as some pings are coming out. But again, this is probably just a save, just maybe getting a pick here. And they don't even have the EMP in hand, which is crazy too. I mean, let's check out this corner here. They got the 1 pick, 2-piece here, right? Where are the bodies at? Oh, they removed the bodies, went away already. Anyways, that does go the way of BEAVERtails. Someone in chat said BEAVERtails is only good on pistols, to be honest. So, I mean, we are finally coming into the assault rifle round. We'll have to see if that is true, or if you will be eating your words in this current round. But, I mean, checking out this economy, BEAVERtails obviously in a really good way, as they have a lot of cash on hand and probably can get a lot of gadgets. I'm surprised I'm seeing some players, like Cut Skills, going in for, like, Omen buys. We'll see if they do change their mind a little bit later in the round here, but I'm kind of shocked. Yeah, look at this, just Omen here, and they have enough money to still buy a Vezin, but I guess they might be going for an eco setup here. So interesting economy choices, I think, from the BEAVERtail players. But you know, VALOR also is solid form, but not amazing form. It looks like they also have an eco player themselves. You know, Crimson not able to get a Vezin, but the rest of their team is able to get that Vezin in hand. So we'll have to see if they can do something with that, or, you know, that will come to bite them in the butt. But I think, based off of the BEAVERtails performance, I'm willing to bet this is going to be a good round for them. But anyways, here we are getting set up on this first floor. Really deep play here. Probably get a little bit worried about those roamers. Skills definitely hearing some noise there, getting picks off, and that's what I'm talking about. I would have bought the Vezin, but you know, I think they figured they would have been able to buy a Vezin later. Anyways, a lot of picks there, a lot of chip damage there on Works, but that pick comes out. Oh, I think almost a one-handed pick there, which was insane. Raj getting picked off, getting noticed there, and a peel off, playing the smart play here. But it looks like VALOR is going to be getting set up on his push pretty soon. Again, a lot of drone intel here, getting a lot of value, as does scare away some of the BEAVERtails players. Works coming in, playing very aggressive in on this room, as they are running into this site, trying to potentially get a pick off here for the early line. It looks like I do see some of the BEAVERtails players trying to come in on that hallway pretty soon. But I mean, VALOR is getting set up for this breach pretty soon, so BEAVERtails has to be prepared. They are in a 5v4. Never mind that the wall bangs comes in from Vix, able to knock out Works there from that chip damage, and that is beautiful for them. Now a 4v4 situation, as it originally was that 5v4, but it's not looking that good. Raj getting some good chip damage there from the wall bangs. We might be seeing another breach coming in from the hallway, which is going to be an interesting setup here. Is Crimson getting set up on that hallway pretty soon. And yep, that goes live to now a wide open area. Jim's getting that pick off on Silver. This is making it harder for the... Oh, Jim's getting another pick off. And it looks like Vic's now stuck in the room here. And they decide to commit, but that does not work out in their favor, as Master Killer is going to be holding here. And they do get the pick up on Sleetso there, somehow through the smokes. And Jims, unfortunately, has the way better angle there, as they can see him shoot him down. But, I mean, that's a beautiful push here from the VALOR players that I have. I don't think I had a replay from that round, unfortunately. Nothing, no, like 2 or 3 Ks. And, you know, whoever in the chat did say they're better on the pistol rounds, you know what? You're probably feeling pretty good right now, as VALOR getting their first round win on the assault rifle round here. And while it is a loss for the Beaver players, it is not the worst loss ever, as they still have 4 Vezins in hand. And it looks like only 1 Omen. So I wonder how it's going to work out. You know, I wonder if Cutskills had gotten a Vezin that round, they would have been able to get a pick. It would have started off the round a lot differently for the BEAVERtails players. But, you know, that's another future that we'll never know about, because unfortunately that is not what happened for them. Yeah, a lot of love for VALOR. Someone said VALOR almost beat Acer, which is insane. I mean, if that's true, that is crazy. I will say, I know a lot of people tend to bring up stuff like scrims, and I always tell people, you know, you can't rely on performance from scrims, because teams constantly are doing different things in scrims, and everyone knows it is different. It is very different when you're in an actual league match. But anyways, we do have the site on this first floor here on Skyscraper. Very common site that does come up, and it looks like Cutskills again playing that roaming play very deep in. They try to get some early shots here against Sleetso, but it didn't quite work out. And it looks like they might be peeling off, but they might be getting pinched pretty soon. Players all over them, but Sleetso to finish that one off and cut out the roamer pretty early on from the VALOR players. You know, it looks like the BEAVERtails roamers are just not able to get the same value that they did in the previous couple rounds. It's quiet. It's quiet, you know. Just waiting for some action here to happen, you know what I mean? Anyways, it looks like VALOR players are coming up. I'm wondering if they're going for hatch. They might be going in for kind of a room, like a floor clear. You know, they're very much aware of the VALOR players utilizing roamers very heavily, and it looks like they are playing it very safe, as they have all of their players clearing out this whole second floor. And I totally support a roamer clear play, but I mean, we're talking about a minute left in a round. VALOR's got to make some movement pretty soon here. And it looks like they're going in for a B push here, but I think they're going in for a distraction play, as it might be an A push here, actually. I think the idea is that they wanted to pull off the players watching these A sides. Is Sleetso getting another pick off on Silver there? Where was that? Oh, one of the deep players too. They are getting these roaming picks here, and it looks like VALOR has just been shutting them down. And it looks like the breach does come live now for A. Frag coming out, not really landing anywhere. But it's going to be collapsing pretty soon into the side as Master Killer is going to be stuck in that corner. Getting picked up by Jim. Flash coming out. And that takes out Raj there. Now only leaving it down to Vix in the corner. Ooh, it works finishing that one up. And that's a beautiful finish for the VALOR players. I mean, I think expertly executed push there. I mean, beautiful flash. Players coming in and pushing at the right angles. It was just good. Good pushes there. And I mean, VALOR now coming into 2 rounds. I can see this going the way of 4-2 for the VALOR team. I mean, they're now just kind of on a hot streak. And I think to someone's point in chat, you know, they're definitely a lot better, it looks like, with Bezins. But something to be said about that. Maybe VALOR needs to head back to the, you know, head back to the training grounds, hit some of those pistol rounds, because, I mean, it's good if you can lock in, but it is important, right? If you're playing against some harder teams, that sometimes you have to be forced to play eco, you gotta still be able to, you know, kill with those pistols here. I mean, we'll see, you know, when the second half comes and the BEAVERtails destroys them on the pistol round. Maybe that was a fluke here, but VALOR has just been in very good form in the last couple rounds. I have not seen them be as weak. They're winning these 1v1s consistently. I think BEAVERtails is just struggling right now to get these picks against BEAVERtails. Sorry, VALOR. Another second floor site here. I believe they have not attacked this one, actually. I think it's the first time they're attacking this site in particular. And yeah, it's very interesting to see these VALOR plays. They're so deep, you know, on the other side. They're playing probably to fight out these roamers. I know sometimes, I don't know, it can be good to like clear out these roamers, but at the same time, playing so deep also allows roamers to attack you, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. But I mean, we're already seeing BEAVERtails adjust their behaviors. Check out, oh my goodness, Sleetso getting a long range pick there against Raj. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing BEAVERtails play a little bit more conservative this time. We've only seen extended roamers at this point on the other side. And it looks like Crimson getting that pick off on cut skills. And they will be collapsing pretty soon into this room right now. Fixing a pick off on Works. Getting that 2-piece in the end there. Not getting picked off themselves. I'm kind of shocked. Getting the 3-piece. And wow, they shut that down. As it now only comes down to Sleetso on the back end. But I mean, Sleetso is definitely a good play to rely on, as they have had several rounds under themselves. Now 50 seconds on the clock. I don't think they have the EMP in hand, so they gotta go and push through these 2 players. But I mean, Vix here shutting down the push earlier. And they do finish that one out from Sleetso there. Now giving BEAVERtails a round win back, which is going to be a big deal here. This might be a big enough momentum switch up to win the next round. And let me check if we can pull up one of those replays from that previous round. I think this is a beautiful defense. You know, we saw VALOR start getting set up. I thought it'd be a beautiful push here, but we saw Vix come out, get the swing, get a 1-2 piece. Unfortunately, didn't get the 3-piece there in the end on the replay, but they got the 3-piece there, shut down the VALOR players, and it forced a 2v1 situation, which I thought seemed very unlikely in the end there, but it very much happened. But this is anyone's game at this point. Both teams having, you know, Vezins for the most part, except for Works. It looks like they are going to be utilizing, what is, oh, never mind. That is a Vezin too. Why is it not picking it up? That's interesting. But yeah, it looks like Works is going to also be having a Vezin. So it's a full even round between the two teams. This will definitely be interesting to see how they play this one out. We saw BEAVERtails finally get one of their first assault rifle rounds against VALOR. So we know they can do it. And they themselves are going to want to get that 4-2 into that second half, especially with them being on the second, attacking half. It looks like Master Killer getting a 2-piece there, but Crimson going for the refrag. But Cutskill deep in on that second floor. We got some deep roamers here. Wow, the Trip Miner's taking out VALOR. Wow, these kills are coming in, man. I'm kind of shocked. Oh, and it looks like Raj getting that other piece, but it gets finished out here in the end by Vix. And that's going to be a great finish, I think, for the BEAVERtails players there. I mean, they got the 1-2 piece in the beginning, got that 3 there. One of the final round picks here in the end. And that is just rough for the VALOR players. It looked so good, for the last couple rounds, especially when they had that assault rifle round and they had a great, upcoming round after that. And I thought this was going the way of the momentum of VALOR. But BEAVERtails is, I'm just saying, they're saying, hey, we're still in the fight here. And I will say, I know I always kind of talk about a big differentiation between the top tier, master tier teams and, kind of the lower ones. But I don't know. I think as the seasons have been going on and on, the top 8 has been more consistently, I think, closer and closer in terms of gameplay. So it'll be fun to see if that comes to fruition, and there'll be a lot more flexibility, because I look forward to the day this season that we don't really know who's going to be first place. It's anyone's game, and I look forward to that kind of day. I love Acer. They're an amazing team, but it's exciting to see, like, maybe a playoffs potentially, and you don't know who's going to win, right? I find that so fun. But anyways, Dark Raven, yes, I'm still live after yesterday. If anyone saw the stream last night, we definitely had a lot of things to do, but I did recover. I think Gravy is still on recovery. That's why he cannot join the cast tonight, unfortunately. But anyways, BEAVERtails getting set up on this push here on their first offensive round with their pistols in hand. And it's a very similar setup from VALOR here. 2 extended players in on this bathroom to kind of watch out for the BEAVERtails push. Trying to see if they're not really roaming deep either, so I think they kind of are going to play similar. But Aang watching this corner, getting that pick off. Never mind, Raj able to get that one out. Get that one there. Jim's coming in to finish up the job. Frag coming out there, and that's a beautiful incendiary if I have seen one. I'm going to give them that little replay there, because that was a beautiful one. It's just perfectly placed. Now in a 3v3 situation between these two teams. I'm waiting for something to happen here. Oh, the timing is insane here. I'm waiting to see if Cutskills is trying to go in for the pick here, but they decided to peel off, knowing to try and help out their players in the toilets, I believe. But I mean, you got Sleet, so you got 2 players in there. If they are aware, it might be better to just push somewhere else. They decide to pop open the B wall, but they decide to swing in here. Cutskills able to get the finish, and the site is all theirs at this point. Come down to BEAVERtails. Can they lock this one down? Sleet so now, and Works trying to retake site here. Oh, Vic's able to finish that one up on Sleet, so Works now in a 1v3 situation. Cutskills trying to finish this one up, but it doesn't look like they can, as Master Killer finishes that one out. I mean, that's a beautiful rotation there from the BEAVERtails players. They probably weren't expecting on VALOR. I want to give some credit and love to this incendiary here. Expertly placed by the VALOR player, knowing exactly where to send it. I didn't think it would work out, but I mean, that's a beautiful, beautiful finish there. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to win out the round for VALOR, as BEAVERtails had a beautiful execution there as they rotated to the other side. Now coming into 5-2. Let's see if they go in. They are going finally in on a hero buy. They're going kind of deep in on this buy, actually. They have 3 players, it looks like, going in for 3 Omens and 1 Vezin buyer. So BEAVERtails being very, I think, aggressive on this one. But they do want to finish this one out. And it looks like, you know, VALOR a little bit struggling on the economy. They're just kind of buying the essentials as they do want to be prepared for that upcoming third round with those Vezins in hand. But yeah, I mean, good. This is, I mean, VRML, I'm just saying, like, y'all had so much hate against VALOR in the chat and in community votes, but VRML is really showing out right now. I'm not sure if they just happen to know what they're doing against the VALOR players, or VALOR is just kind of slipping up on some of these pushes. Anyways, 2 players coming in. Aang getting picked off, but not finished there. But they doesn't. Why did it switch? But Vex getting picked up themselves, now leaving in this 3v3 situation. They do have to watch the omens as they are giving them away. Frag going out there. I don't think it's landing anywhere. But anyways, this push is developing here. As Sleetso in the corner does not get picked out. But Raj able to get their own pick themselves. But Silver in the back now, leaving this 1v2 situation. And Sleetso does the smart thing and peels off. But I mean, this is... Never mind! This is a 1v1 with the Vezin in hand and versus an Omen. I mean, this is anyone's game at this point. They go in for the plan here. Sleetso going for the rotation. This is going to be a hard, I think, situation for Silver here. Any mistake, it's against them. But if they get that one shot, headshot picked, it's going to be a big deal. Oh, that's a nasty, nasty flick there from Sleetso. Let me do that. JJ, what team do I play for? I no longer play in the league, unfortunately. I decided I want to be a full-time caster. And that does allow me to, you know, cast more often, do more content stuff sometimes here on the side. So, unfortunately, I don't play anymore. But I did play for, like, I think 2.5 seasons in you know, VRML. So, it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. But I hit a point where, you know, Breachers is fun. I love it. But it's just stressful. You know, being in league play, competitive play, and trying to play really well, it gets very stressful. And I'm like, you know, I just wasn't enjoying it anymore, unfortunately. So I did stop playing in, you know, in the league. But I'll play ranked every once in a while. I think I played in a couple of random, like, tournament things, like, you know, old gravy stuff. I'll play in some of that sometimes. So if you ever want to see me play, that's usually when I do it. I don't play often, but I play very randomly. But you know, I feel like the Breaches experience, you don't like it. Yeah, it changes. I look at the devlogs and stuff all the time, but once you have played, it kind of, you know what's going on, right? Especially casting for such a long time, you kind of see everything develop. Anyways, BEAVERtails getting set up on his 3rd floor site here. 2nd floor site? I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it sometimes. Crimson able to knock down that drone for the intel. VALOR are gonna want to win this one out. I mean, it's gonna give them amazing momentum. Oh my god, that was a killer grenade right into that corner there. I don't think I've seen that angle done consistently. I mean, 5 Vezins against, it looks like only 3 on the BEAVERtails side. So this is definitely going to be a strong economy advantage for the VALOR players. But they got to do this right. Crimson able to get some picks off here. And Jim's coming in there. Oh, and that's a terribly placed frag. Frag coming out there. Raj will get a pick off himself. And a 2-piece there from Jim. Never mind. Cut skills on the back there, as they rotated beautifully. Unfortunately, I was watching the wrong angle. You can check out in the back their cut skills coming in through the corner. They're getting the pieces on those players. 1, 2, I think, in the back there. Now leaving this 2v1 situation for the VALOR players. I mean, what is BEAVERtails doing here? They're doing something different. I mean, 6 rounds already in the pocket. I don't know what to tell y'all. I didn't expect this. I saw so many people in the chat, you know, talking about, oh, it's VALOR's game, it's VALOR's game. But BEAVERtails came out swinging. I'm not sure if they just, you know, they're being fueled by the hatred. And not hatred, but like, you know, just the beef. That VALOR is getting so much love in the chat, and you know, especially in the community votes. Let me double check those community votes, how big of a difference it was. I mean, 64 votes to 7. It's a pretty strong showing from BEAVERtails, considering that they are the underdog in this game. You know, everyone in the chat saying they wouldn't make it. Everyone in the community votes. You know, the connoisseurs saying that they are not going to make it. You know, BEAVERtails wins out this first map. It's gonna be a big deal for their series, because they might be able to win this in 2 if they really hold out for that second map there, right? Anyways, Aang right there in the corner. That's gonna be kind of scary. Oh, as they get the pick off, the frag going out there, but it doesn't land. And it is a rough start already for BEAVERtails, but I mean, it's not a terrible start. But Jim's also playing aggressive on the corner there. I think VALOR decided they got to play some weird angles considering the economy disadvantage. They can't take these straight firefights. We'll have to see Crimson coming around the corner with the second one hanging in that early pick off there. They decide to pocket that one and dip out. Never mind, they're still here. Now leaving BEAVERtails in a precarious situation. I mean, a 3v4. How do they approach this? They have the roamer on the top end there. And the push goes out here. Silver getting picked up by Jims. They were not expecting that. Raj getting the pick off, but it doesn't matter as the shots have come out from VALOR and they finished that one out. I mean, check it out. It was back and forth there. It was definitely back and forth. But BEAVERtails knocking down these players, but not enough. As VALOR had some weird. I don't know if y'all noticed that round. It was weird off angles, you know, and they really utilized those off angles to be able to still get those picks with those omens, and it worked expertly for them, to be honest. I think, you know, in league play, people get so used to common angles by roamers and stuff that some of these weird off angles are not expected, and they work out sometimes in their favor, right? VALOR's doing a good job, I think, at adjusting strategy when needed, and it worked for them in that previous round. Now giving them the economy advantage. So we'll have to see if BEAVERtails can do something about this. They only have 2 Vezins in hand, so they're gonna, you know, these 1v1 situations are gonna be a little bit harder for them. Not impossible, but it's a little, I think, different because you can get some really nice angles with an omen, as we saw, you know, on the defending team. You can't get those same exact angles being the attacking team. Oh, Slito already starting off with a really good start there. I think they know they're in the hallway, but they peeled off. Slito not leaving. Might be trying to play pretty soon here. As Crimson also playing very deep. I mean, it's very deep 2 roaming play. There's a little bit aggressive by the VALOR players. If they don't play this right, they can expose themselves potentially, but it looks like never mind. I say that as the VALOR players return to side. Cutskill's getting shot off on Jims there. Now leaving this a 4v4. Oh, and getting the pick off, and they get refragged themselves as Vix get picked off themselves. I think a frag coming out there. Unfortunately, not able to get much chip damage there. 2v3, so not impossible, and I see a Vezin in hand finally for Master Killer there. Oh, as they did not expect Warwick to be playing deep in that corner there. Now come down to just Silver in his 1v3 situation. I think they might be getting picked off here pretty soon, as it's a very hard situation. So many angles. Slito getting another pick there. I mean, Slito killing it, 12-7 in his current round. I've seen so many picks from Slito coming up. Definitely might be a MVP, I would say, from VALOR. I've seen so many picks coming in there. Very doing, you know, good job there. Anyways, this is the final round, and at this point, BEAVERtails has secured them the tie, but they want to go for the win, and VALOR is trying to force that tie there. So we'll have to see if BEAVERtails can do something about this. They're forcing BEAVERtails to do a half buy. I mean, checking out, you know, some of these economy choices. They have 3 Vezins in hand. That's great for them. But we're seeing Cadillos come out. We're seeing an RCP come out, which is always a bold choice. I am a RCP hater personally, but I can respect it in the right hands. I'll say that I can respect it in the right hands here. But VALOR, they are definitely eating good right now as they have 5 players with the Vezins in hand and so many utility, so much utility. Wait for these calls coming out from BEAVERtails to see what they want to do here. Oh, this might be a great... Oh, whoa! Never mind! Raj gets to pick up on Crimson there, as they probably did expect him to swing like that, but Jim's going for the wall bang. Not really landing too much, but some chip damage done here. Frag going out there. I don't think he quite landed anyone. Unfortunately, works, and Jim's really holding down this bathroom right now. As the incendiary goes out, but it doesn't unfortunately go anywhere needed. Master Killer in the room getting the pick off on Works with the RCP in hand. I think Sleetso's been playing in the hallway, which is probably the smarter play. Are they going to be going in here and collapsing in on this room? Oh, and the flash unfortunately gets a friendly fire there, Vix. Never mind. The Aang able to finish him off. And they are going back and forth here. Trade for trade as it's a 3v3. Granted, there's a little bit health economy loss on the Valor side and Gyms. But, I mean, it's not too much. It is also Vezins versus Vezins. So, this is a good setup for BEAVERtails. This is exactly what they want. Is that... Oh, that doesn't get him a pick, though. But, man, so much damage there. Looks like it's going to end up being a B push here. Oh, as they got to be very careful on those approaches. Oh, and Jim's able to get a pick off there. That's a beautiful push. Cut skill swings, and that's a bad timing there as they get picked off. Now come down to just Raj. Aang finishing that one out, and that is unfortunately... for BEAVERtails at least, a tie there. And no one has won this one out. And it looks like we are going to be going to a map 3 as no decision has been made on map 1 here. So it's still anyone's game. It is still anyone's game here. Man, I mean, you know, I almost became a BEAVERtails fan there. They were going crazy for a hot minute, but Valor, I think somehow, don't know what happened there, but they did lock in. They shut it down, and that did allow themselves to come back there, which was a very big deal there, because otherwise it would have been, you know, for a while it was BEAVERtails at 6 rounds to Valor, so they were doing such a good job of holding it back. But Valor, you know, once they locked in, they were consistently winning these back-to-back rounds. And I went all the way to 12 rounds. So, I mean, hey, y'all said it was going to be a close game. We're getting a close game today. This is going to be great. This is going to be great for them. We'll see if they end up going to any breaks here. I don't think so. It seems like people are definitely ready to go right into the second map. You know, again, Valor did ban Hideout. And it looks like BEAVERtails banned Arctic. So we already played Skyscraper. So we're either going to see something like Ship rework, which is going to be fun. We might see Factory. Is that the 6? I'm trying to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one am I missing? Factory. We did Skyscraper. Ship. Am I blanking? Oh, damn. Oh, my goodness. I forgot. Damn. You know, it is what it is. I'm sorry. But it could be Damn. I think Damn would be very unique. I've been seeing more and more Damn choices for league matches, which I find very interesting. You know, I hear a lot of hatred towards it, but let me check out the stats right now. I'm kind of curious to see how often Ship is played here. I mean, what do y'all think? Let's see. Factory at the top. Interesting. Factory. One of the most played maps now. Hideout, you know, pretty close. Then there's kind of a big gap, but then it's Skyscraper and Arctic are tied, and then it's Ship, very closely tied with Damn, which is actually insane. Looks like they are going to be switching lobbies, so they're going to be a small break here, but they might be going in pretty soon. Let's see the lobby. Sounds good. But I mean, what do y'all think? This is anyone's game, 6-6. I saw amazing performances from both sides. I think Valor definitely locked in a lot more on those later rounds. But BEAVERtails, I think, consistently, you know, in first half and second half, have an amazing momentum early on in their halves, which is very interesting to see, you know, how these teams almost kind of like trade back and forth. So it's gonna be kind of fun to see how this upcoming map is going. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like switching maps too right now. All right. Have they decided? No, they've not decided yet. They're still taking time. I don't think they're taking a break, so they're going probably right into it. I might need to archive. I'll do that in a second. But here we are, just waiting for these two teams to get set up here. And let me see if we can pull any cool. Are there any match clips? I mean, let's check out some of these match clips from this previous round. You know, early on here, I think there's a really good pickoff. You know, just a solid finishing from these players here. But this beautiful roaming play, I think, got so much good value. Was that Beaver? From the Beaver players here. They're playing very aggressive. Raj, I think, coming all the way out, committing hard. This jump hatch, I took the replay because I am a hater of jump hatches, and it fell apart here as all of the players attacking got picked out there, unfortunately. That is one of my bad clips. Ignore that one, unfortunately. We'll be having some other ones coming. I think they might, it looks like they might be getting a sub actually on the BEAVERtails side. But a good finishing here from Aang in the very end to get that draw for the VALOR players. And you can see Aang definitely yelling with their hand, being very excited for that win. Tilla, no, honestly, I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, like I feel good. I don't feel bad considering last night. You know, with the stream that I have with Gravy and Shimi, but you know, it's like when you're kind of just tired, so your brain's kind of like, oof. That's how I feel right now. Let me put the Skyscraper. They're still not voting, huh? Interesting. I need to lock in Shino. You know, I like to think that I can just lock in like that. Unfortunately, that is not the case here. I am tired, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best out here. You know, anyways, want to give a shout out. Issue with server. They might be. Are they switching again? All right, let me know. Stream's ready to go. Anyways, wanted to give a shout out to Exclaim. You know, they offer a variety of awesome custom VRML merch. You know, we've joined forces with Exclaim because they enable teams to set up their very own merch store. So definitely check out Exclaim if you want to sell your own teams gear through them and tap into a whole new level of fan engagement. I mean, you know, you got these top tier, master tier teams. It'd be great if you can also support them. I think Exclaim might be the move there. Anyways, the last one is going to be Pro2 VR here. You know, you can never forget to leave out Pro2 VR. They provide the best in VR rifle mounts and VR accessories to help stabilize your aim in the game with products like the MagTube stock, or by adding immersion using the Force 2 with haptic feedback. Pro2 VR is your one-stop shop for controller peripherals. And wow, looks like they are going in for another server switch. Sorry, y'all, they are taking their time here. I'm gonna do a brief intermission. I'll wait until they get everything set up again. So I'll see y'all in a couple minutes. All right, looks like they are starting soon, and you know, I was trying to consider which maps I would choose. I would have guessed this one. Looks like they are going to be going into factory here for this upcoming round. So let's get this little intro on the road here. VALOR can be starting off on the defensive side here, and BEAVERtails on the offensive side. You know, we saw BEAVERtails do a pretty solid job, I would say, you know, at attacking Skyscraper. So I could see them, you know, having similar performance here. Let me switch these two teams. Similar performance here, you know, against VALOR, but that VALOR defense did lock in. You know, later on in their half, they did lock in. So we'll have to see. We do see a similar thing coming up here from BEAVERtails. And VALOR, it looks like they are going to be starting on the 3rd floor site here, which is always a fun one, right? People tend to go in for that hatch play and utilize that. We'll see if BEAVERtails is able to set it up correctly. But VALOR definitely playing, you know, very common setups here. So we'll have to see if BEAVERtail can break this down. I'm not sure. Did they get a... Are all those names right? I'm not sure. Do you see those names down on the right there? I don't know if they got a sub, but I thought they did. Anyways, Raj getting set up here, but they know the static is there. Cut skills going in. Maybe a little too aggressive as Fix goes into, but they get picked up there. And yeah, it's very, very deadly right now between these two teams. Raj gets picked up from Crimson there, only leaving Master Killer in the corner here. They got the one piece. They got the one piece there. Looks like they're trying to go up. I mean, a 1v3 situation. What can you do? Do they even have the EMP? Oh, they do. Perfect. So they could play this, but I mean, what do you... It's a breaching foam. It's kind of hard, right? You got the breaching foam. Should they play it? Should they not? It looks like someone did hear them get the foam out there. But I think Works and Jim is playing it very aggressive on this corner together. If Master Killer is able to come in here, it's going to be a crazy pick there. Ooh, and that little bit of peeking damage there from Works. Oh my god, Master Killer able to get a pick off on Works there. I expected them to get the kill. But I mean, 38 health in the pocket. It's nothing to scoff at. Looks like time still in the round. 40 seconds. Waiting for Jims to get a peek here. No. Might be a breach. Oh, man, they're like... they're playing it for time. That's insane. They get the pick off there from Jims. Finishing that one out for VALOR. And that's a great start. I think BEAVERtails might have played a little too aggressive in on this hallway. I mean, check out 1, 2, 3 bodies in this hallway alone. Definitely a hard start for the BEAVERtails players there. So it didn't quite work out for them. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the curse of that jump hatch. You know, we saw, I mean, checking out this floor, we saw, I think one person just literally run straight in. And even when you think you have someone surprised, you do for like 1 second, and then it just doesn't work after that. Like they know exactly where you are. I don't know. If someone can convince me that there is like some S tier jump hatch play, I might change my tune on a jump hatch. But I will be a jump hatch hater from forever. Forever. I've yet to been proven wrong. I've yet to been proven wrong, to be quite honest. I've seen like, I think the only jump hatch I support is that one on Skyscraper. It's like, it leads into, it's on the 2nd floor, it goes into that 1st floor, and there's like, it's right above, what's it called? Is it lounge or something like that? I forget. Oh my goodness, things are starting off here. Lots of, is it the 2 Vezin buyers? see. They are going in on this window, which would be an interesting choice here. But I think Aang definitely aware that something's going to be happening here. As Raj actually goes straight in. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 1, 2, 3. That's a 3-piece there. Oh, man. That was... I'm kind of shocked it worked out so well for Aang there. But it was jumps on the back end, getting that pick off on the cut skills. Where's Silver? Still on the 3rd floor themselves. I'm wondering if Silver's going to play this one out. I mean, it's a Spectral in hand or going into the 3rd round. It's one of those, I don't think you're going to be using the Spectral in the upcoming round. You might as well go in. But, I mean, BEAVERtails getting shut out at every attempt, I think, on their attack. I mean, check out the VALOR side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players still alive. So definitely going to be a good showing right now for VALOR. Unfortunately, BEAVERtails not in a good standing here. I mean, 50 seconds left. Do you still play it? Do you just commit? Do you not? They don't even have a breaching foam either. They got to play directly in through. Oh my goodness! Someone's on their back there. As the whole team is coming out to hunt them. Yeah, it looks like VALOR on the hunt there. As I did not think they would be able to catch the BEAVERtails player there, but it looks like they were inches away from getting the pick there. But it looks like Silver is not quite letting up yet. But I mean, 15 seconds is going to be finishing out this round for a save here. Giving VALOR another round in the pocket. Off to a solid start here. 2 in the pocket already against BEAVERtails. And a lot of economy helping here. I mean, 1, 2 Vezins already. And a lot of players ready to finish that one out. You might not be seeing the same setup though from BEAVERtails. I think players like Raj won't be able to afford Vezins. Yeah, 2 players I think on the BEAVERtails side cannot afford Vezins for this upcoming round. So it's definitely going to be a rough round for them. But if they can get those weird picks, it might be possible. But this is Factory. This is them attacking. I don't know if we're going to be able to see, a similar eco win that we had seen, from VALOR on the previous map. When they were on their own eco round with like omens in hand. Do I have? Oh yeah, there's a beautiful replay of that round. Let's go check it out right here. VALOR player checking it out. I think there's 1, 2, 3 players being set up on the BEAVERtails side there. They fully committed. Oh, I didn't get all of the action. Oh no. I forget I have to like wait a couple seconds after and let it develop. But anyways, a beautiful finish there. From the VALOR play, getting a 3-piece in the end there. That was a beautiful, beautiful ending there. What is that? What gun are they using? Oh, that's the best one. It just sounded... Oh! Jim's already getting a pick off on the touch skills there. And these Vezin picks are not doing them good. As BEAVERtails already down to 3 players and a lot of health economy sacrifice there. I think BEAVERtails struggling to get an entrance here. I mean, 2 players getting wiped out on these pushes already. Very wide attack actually already set up in BEAVERtails. Very smart rotation here as they decide to go all the way to electrical as they noticed that push wasn't developing well for them. But it looks like VALOR is aware of this rotation. Oh, and the wall bangs almost finished that off for Master Killer. Oh, and the frag. Did someone throw a frag? Sleeso getting a frag underneath. And I mean, how often do you get a frag kill now? As Sleeso gets another pick off, but they get refragged there from Raj. But I think the VALOR players are aware. There's Works finishes that one out with the Omen in hand. I don't know. This is looking deadly. This is looking more like the community votes, you know, that I'd seen, the 64-7 or whatever. VALOR running towards the second half now as they have 3 rounds in the pocket back to back. BEAVERtails is gonna have to do something here, otherwise they might be facing a 6-0 on their defensive half, which definitely not going to be the favorable position to be in, especially against a team like VALOR, who has been holding up, I think, a lot better in these previous rounds than they did in the previous map. Not to say that they weren't already doing good on the previous map, but they're doing even better on this map, which is insane. It's funny, like, I think when I cast, the buy phase feels like forever, but when I'm like playing a game, the buy phase doesn't feel that long. So it's just funny. Like, this mid just kind of hangs, you know what I mean? Just me, I don't know. I always wondered, like, would people support, you know, making the buy phase like 45 seconds? That would be interesting to see, because I mean, you know, Triangle Factory did adjust the round time to be 2.5 minutes, so maybe they might adjust other times. We'll have to see. They adjusted the EMP, so I think they do want the team to be a little bit like the game to be faster. So I'm curious to see if they decide to cut it down even more. All of the BEAVERtails players have committed to this locker room. As Victor, and Raj really gonna pick off themselves. Fragment out there, but not any damage really being done. Cutskill's barely escaping that by the tip of their. I was gonna say another word, but thank goodness I did not finish that line. I think Ang having a new bundle in hand. Oh, and Raj able to get all the way in. And Rorix tries to commit, but doesn't get that one out. Ooh, Raj not aware that someone is in the corner. And gets a 2-piece, one through the corner there. Can they get the 3? No, they can't, unfortunately. That's one of my favorite kind of replays. Getting one that's like a first-person one. Let me get that replay there in the end. I mean, I wasn't sure if Aang was going to be good in this corner, but man, it paid off so well as they got the 2-piece, one through the smoke there, and they did finish out that round, fortunately. I mean, VALOR, again, running. I mean, 4-0. Let's check out this economy from BEAVERtails. Check out that economy, you know, to the left. On my screen, it's to the right here, but on here, on stream, it's flipped. So, checking down to the left. But let's see, they have 1, 2 Vezins, 3 SMGs. Looks like they're kind of going half buy-ish for this round. Maybe hoping to get the win here, then go in for that last round. But I don't know if that's going to be the case here, as they have been losing consistently. So it's been kind of a rough couple rounds for them. Maybe I should flip that. Oh well. Oh well. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my stuff's like acting weird. Anyway, BEAVERtails getting set up again, and it looks like they got someone on that second floor finally, but I don't think it's really going to change much on how they approach this side. But Jim's... Oh no, Jim's almost getting picked there, and a trip mine finishing out Massive Skiller. As the frag coming out doesn't quite land, unfortunately, but I think Raj aware that they are on the back end there. Oh, and the wall bangs are nasty from Works there with the Marui. I mean, man, they are just cutting them out at the legs before they can even walk in here. Yeah, only 3 players on the BEAVERtails. Oh my goodness, Crimson committing the 2. Swing that, they do. They finish that one up. Did I get the 3-piece there? As I think Crimson commits to 1 2-piece in the back there, and then they got the final commitment here from Sleet. So bam, finishing that one out. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy work coming out from VALOR right now. You know, I don't say it often, but I think they honestly got the 6-0. And I'm a guy that I don't say 6-0 often because, you know, in the 6 rounds, at some point, what the other team just gets a win. You know what I mean? It's so hard to truly get a 6-0 in that first half here, especially a 7-0. I mean, it's. I don't want to call it impossible, but even like some of the top tier teams, it's hard for them to really get that, you know, strong 6-0. Especially between these two teams. We saw such good back and forth between them in the previous map here. It almost feels night and day. I'm not sure if VALOR is just more favored on a map like Factory, you know, than BEAVERtails, or if they switch something up and, you know, things are just working a lot better for themselves. But I mean, if VALOR can get this 6-0, I think we're gonna see a series win coming out from VALOR. I don't know. Like, it's hard for BEAVERtails to compete against something like this. But check out this VALOR defense, aggressive. Two players up here. Someone's trying to get one of the free fires. Someone wants this free fire to work out for them. Try going out there. It doesn't hit silver, unfortunately. But those look like someone picks up one. Sleeso picks up another there. That goes on the back. They decide to commit in. They do get the pick. They get the 2-piece there. Oh my goodness. BEAVERtails might actually be getting a win here, but it doesn't matter. The EMP is a whole side is on the floor above them. But the VALOR players are running from the other side. Never mind. They're coming in slowly from the other side. I thought they were running. What is going on here? Oh, they didn't know. Oh, yeah, they didn't know. VALOR's players were not on the EMP. They unfortunately didn't. Oh, they had so much wasted time there. As Crimson now able to come in, gets the 1-piece. Can they get the finish off with the 2? No, it's Silver and Sleetso finishing that one. Oh, that's a 6-0 for VALOR. I mean, that is insane. A round that went from VALOR losing it. I mean, we saw BEAVERtails clear sight. They had the EMP, unfortunately, you know, right above them. They had the EMP. They could have gotten in for the plan, and the amount of time it took, you know, for the VALOR players to come over, it might have ended up being a VALOR loss there, but it doesn't matter, as VALOR able to secure, I think, one of the closest rounds we had seen in their first half. And they still won that out. I mean, 6-0 now for VALOR. At this point, they just need the 1, and we're going into a map 3 with VALOR on the upper hand. You know, if VALOR able to win this one, it's going to put BEAVERtails in a really rough situation. They already are in a rough situation. They would have to win the next 6 rounds in a row to win this one out. But, I mean, that's not to say that VALOR didn't do it themselves. Granted, there was a very close round, you know, that just happened here. Full team committing here, as the Raj does pick up the tip pick there, but does get refragged himself on the back end there. Silver getting a pick off. Jim's getting finished, and it comes down to Crimson and Aang here. Oh, it ain't getting the pick off there, but it doesn't matter. Master Killer there for the finish. I couldn't get to it fast enough. Crimson on the outside, getting picked up, and wow. I thought we were about to see a 7-0. I really did. I was almost betting on it, but it looks like BEAVERtails said no. We have other plans for this today. We are seeing some hero buys coming out from Raj already. So I think BEAVERtails, I'm wondering if they're going to go in for maybe 2 hero buys. I might, if I were them, I might be inclined to play more aggressive, considering, you know, just how big of a difference those points are. I mean, it's 5 points now behind for the BEAVERtails players, so it's not in the best situation. It's not the worst. No, never mind. It's almost the worst. The only thing worse than this is 6-0, which they did come out of. But I mean, 6-1 is probably one of the more rough situations to be in. So again, BEAVERtails now having to win the next 5 to prevent a map win for the VALOR players. And let's check out some of the stats here. I mean, we have Raj 4-7, 4-7 from Cut Skills, Aang actually coming in and doing a lot of work this current round. 9-2. There's a lot of picks here. It looks like they have Sleet still playing very aggressive. Maybe checking out for some of those roamers. It'll be interesting push to see here. There's the drone trying to get some intel here. Cutskill's able to knock that one out. Oh, Jim's getting some a lot of chip damage there, and aware that someone's in there, but it doesn't matter as Crimson gets picked off. They're a massive kill. Ooh, wait, Cutskills I think sees the hand is sitting out there and getting picked up there. All comes down to Sleetso now, as their whole team got murdered. I mean, what can he do here? This might be a save. Yeah, I mean, a 1v5. Do you go for the save? Do you not? Tough situation. I'm just getting like random angles here. I love like the random things you can do. Like who uses? I saw like an angle I think in one of the cameras from VRML that looked pretty cool when they used that angle. I was kind of shocked. I'm like, oh, okay, that looks pretty cool. Anyways, it doesn't matter. BEAVERtails running and getting another, you know, definitive round. I mean, 5-1 is kind of insane. Maybe this is just both teams are better at the defensive half. This might be one of those kind of games. It would be insane if we saw another 6-6, 6-6. But it's not impossible. I've seen that happen a variety of times, especially when sometimes the team is just so much better at one of the halves. And it looks like that might be the case here. Whew. There you go. There you go. VALOR losing another round point to BEAVERtails. But again, they're at match point. They are at match point. They have been at match point. They just need one in the pocket there. I gotta stretch. I forgot my water. Yeah, my back's like killing me right now. It's rough, you know. It's rough sometimes. But anyways, let's check out the VALOR players. Let's see if their economy is doing any better. I think this is finally gonna be their Vezin round. Maybe. Let me check out Crimson. Do they have? They don't. So almost full Vezins for the VALOR players. Almost, but not quite. But that might be all they need, considering how well they played against, you know, BEAVERtails the previous half. I would say previous half because I can't even say last couple rounds now, because BEAVERtails is technically on a win streak in terms of the second half. It literally has been night and day here. You know, dare I say a 6-0 curse or something like that? Is that a thing? I don't even know. 6-0 curse to tie or whatever would be insane. It'll be insane once like overtime becomes normal, because that'd be crazy to see. Probably going out there. Not going to be able to see anyone, unfortunately. Master Killer getting a pick off himself. Ooh, Raj does get noticed there. And Warwick's able to pick up that. Get some light work done there. Is Cutskills left-handed? That is interesting. Huh. I think they're left-handed. That's crazy. Yeah, I think Cutskills is left-handed. That's such a funny detail to notice, you know, players. But even trade here, 4-4. Oh, as Cutskills comes out at the worst possible moment there. We're going to be seeing a Breacher soon from VALOR. No, as Master Kill gets a pick. Tries going a little too aggressive on that 2K. Doesn't work. Still a 3v2 advantage for the VALOR player. Sorry. Oh, Warwick's able to pick up silver, and that unfortunately is gonna bring those win streaks to a screeching halt, as VALOR does win out this round. I mean, beautiful gameplay there from VALOR. 6-0 in that first half. I thought we might have seen a crazy comeback from VRML, as they had 2-win streak there. Unfortunately, not able to get a third, as VALOR does finish that one out. So that does make them have the advantage for now. I mean, one map in, the pocket of VALOR. They need a second one and or a tie on his third map to win out for the series. VRML just needs, at this point, all they can do is lose or tie, right? They've already tied that first map, so that's gone. They lost the second map, so they can win the third map, but that's 1-1 in terms of map wins. That will only give them a series tie, unfortunately. So they are definitely on the back heel there. If they get a tie on this third one, that means VALOR is the only team in this series to have gotten the win, and that gives them the advantage and allows VALOR to win. So that's why I say a tie in map 3 is not good enough for VRML. They gotta win it. Otherwise, this will be VALOR's game as they win out the series. They might be going in for another server switch, as I'm seeing players leave again. So I will check back in a second here. Well, to see server switch again. Server switch again? A question mark. But I mean, great performance there from the VALOR players. They really showcased, why people voted for them in the community matches. VRML unfortunately had such a strong showing on map 1. I was hoping to see the same exact thing here. We saw a little bit of that, in that second half when they were finally defending, but things just didn't quite work out for them, unfortunately. Let's check out some of these replays here on the top here. Let's actually go into them. Let me see if I can pull up the match clips before we go to intermission here. I mean, some great performances here, some good finishings here, like Sleetso consistently getting picks again. In this round. I think in the corner here, it was like Aang or something like that. They had a beautiful 2K, as players were not expecting to see them, in that corner. Almost a 3, but their other teammate finished it up, unfortunately. Oh yeah, one of the early ones here. Aang getting a 1-2-3K, with the Spectral in hand. I think several players might have had Omens on the other team. Let's check this one out. I think that's another good showing there. I forget how many replays we had this round. And yeah, Crimson here coming in for the 1-2 piece on that commit there. I think going in for they try to go. Oh, is that all the replays? I thought we had more. Wow, I thought we had more in that round. But it looks like that will be all the replays in that round. Unfortunately, we didn't have that many. But hopefully we get some more in the third map here. Anyways, I think we'll be going to intermission here, until these teams decide what they want to do. I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening here, but I'll see y'all in a second. Back. Looks like we are going into a map 3. I'm curious to see which ones they ended up voting on. Looks like they did. Okay, what is going on? So I don't know if you noticed in the bottom there, it looks like we are going into Dam of all maps. Damn it, you know, if I will. But I am always shocked when I see a team that pick up Dam over something like I think Ship was the other option. Let's check which ones had the ban here. But Dam is always an interesting choice. One of the newer maps. And, you know, I'm kind of shocked because I feel like the newer maps, when I've seen other newer maps, you know, come into a season, I don't see them played too often. I remember when Ship first came out, when Arctic first came out. Well, Arctic was kind of a different case. People did like it a lot. But Ship, I remember, didn't have so many teams utilizing it, especially at the master tier level. But I think, I will say, I think maybe the double ban situation makes it very interesting. So that might introduce more variety at times, because I've seen Dam a lot more than I thought I would. So it's always kind of funny to see. Ew. Sorry, I was just in chat talking with, apparently it says Sleetzo's wife. So definitely a funny little back and forth there. But anyways, VALOR and BEAVERtails are going to be set up here, as VALOR is going to be attacking on the first half. We'll see if BEAVERtails can utilize this to their advantage. Or if VALOR will do something about this. Cut skills getting called out in the back there. And getting a lot of chip damage by Silver here. Silver trying to get some picks. Surprisingly, no one has been killed yet. Curious to see where VALOR's going. They have so many. They have another rotation going on the top there, and it looks like, whoa, Raj and Cutskills deep in on this corner here. I think a position I have not really seen taken by defenders yet, but that is a big. Oh, never mind. It's my payout for them, as Raj gets a pick off on Jims there, and it looks like the droner is gonna have to go alone for this one. Crimson decides to peel off and meet with the rest of their team there. Oh, never mind. Aang gets picked up too. Sleezo having to hold this one out. It is, it's tough. You know, they got players on both sides. Let's see. Oh, and Cutskills gets the flash, but Raj getting picked off themselves and finished up there. Where is the last one? Sleetzo just here in the corner alone. Oh, that is rough. They get picked up there by the BEAVERtails players. Let's check out that replay again. Yeah, I barely caught this, but I mean, we saw the VALOR players. They got the flash off on one of the players. They tried to commit. Crimson unfortunately got flash themselves. They couldn't quite see what was going on there, and they get picked up. And, you know, BEAVERtails is doing a really good job at holding it down right now against VALOR. Again, they are defending right now, so they're going to come back and win as much as possible. This is the moment. They got to do it now. Otherwise, again, if BEAVERtails ties this map, that will give VALOR that'll give VALOR the most in terms of map wins. They'll win out these series, right? It's a best of 3. So you want to get 2 or more wins. Well, it's only 2 wins from either team to win out the series. And I just want to give a shout out to, it looks like Ice Beast in the chat, super chatting at $4.99. Wow, Ice Beast, you couldn't do the $5. I'm just kidding. $4.99. Gotta respect this super chat. Appreciate that. You know, again, it all goes to VRML. It gives to all of our volunteering efforts here, and it's very much appreciated. But I will give, you know, a shout out to the BEAVERtails defense. I'm seeing very, very aggressive defenders on Dam, which I'm not used to seeing yet. I've seen teams play very consistently, so it's cool to see the variety, you know, in how BEAVERtails approaches the defense in terms of these sites. Looking on the back end, the Silver here. Oh, and Cutskill's on the top. You know, I always said there can be someone up there. I'm curious to see if it comes out to fruition here as Cutskills and Aang are about to collapse in on each other. Oh, and Cutskills does get it, but the EMP is off now. Valor's got to go back and get it. Looks like we have Silver on the back end here. Also roaming. Very aggressive roams here. Sleeso, wow, I'm not able to pick these up. Sleeso able to get the refrag there. And it looks like most of the players on site now are not here. Silver coming in for the commit. Oh, but Crimson on the back there. Cutskills comes out here. I mean, barely a single health in hand. Maybe I would have given the omen to someone else here. Knocking down a Master Killer. They get the pick off there. It's a 1v3 situation. Yeah, this is rough. I mean, what can you do here? 1v3 players all over the place here, getting some picks off. Damage is getting there, but Works has the lean that does what it is needed. Valor able to get one more round in the pocket there. And this does equalize the map right now for both teams. That's going to be a big win, I think, for Valor. That's going to give them a really good, you know, start for this upcoming round. But again, this is just also assault rifle round, so it's not the biggest deal as both teams, it looks like, can get Vezins. I mean, we're seeing Vezins all out on the BEAVERtails side, but surprisingly, even with the win, we might not be seeing a full Vezin buy coming out from the Valor players, so I'm kind of shocked by. See Vezin. No Vezin. Where's Crimson? Crimson. Omen in hand, I think. Oh, no. Oh, they have both. Okay. No, I think we're, yeah, seeing full Vezins from both teams here, so it's going to be a close one. And, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what else to say. Yep, this first floor, I've seen this push so many times. There's a deep frag that the timing was done, I think, pretty well. Oh, and Silver coming out there in the back, swinging hard. Raj, never mind. Players all over getting these pre-fire shots here. But Jim's able to finish out Master Killer there. Oh, Sleeso, we get a finish off there too. They know Silver's on the back. I'm waiting for this. They commit. Oh, the timing here is going to be insane. Still were able to peek, gets the pick off there. I don't know if they saw Crimson deep. Yep, they now know they're there. But it looks like Silver does pocket that kill as it's a 3v2 situation now. Doesn't give you an option of how much you donate. Really? I thought you could like put a specific number. That's crazy. Oh, and Cutskill's almost getting finished off there by the Molotov. It's still a 2v3, so it's still technically anyone's game, but you know, the health economy, I gotta give credit to the other team there. Silver goes for the commit there, gets the pick off. Now coming down and just Works here. Cutskills commits. But it doesn't matter. Raja for the refrag as they finish that one out there. And it is back and forth, you know. But again, BEAVERtails has to win this. They can't tie this map. They got to win it out 7 to whatever it ends up being for Valor. But we'll have to see. You know, BEAVERtails off to a good start here. We'll have to see if they can do the same exact thing on the attacking half, which is, well, you know, not quite what we saw when they were playing on Skyscraper. Unfortunately, that's where, you know, how they got to the 6-6, right? BEAVERtails at one point had 6 points. They had, you know, match point for a long time, but Valor locked in and just did a good job there, right? So this is the moment BEAVERtails needs to get as many rounds as possible because, you know, once VALOR gets on that defensive half, it's going to be a little bit tougher, I think, if BEAVERtails get more of these wins, right? But they have played well on the attacking side. I can give credit to both teams there. So it is definitely a back and forth. I don't know what happened on map 2. VALOR just locked in with that 7-2 against BEAVERtails, but definitely a really good showing there. Really good showing. So I'm more inclined to think VALOR just has to hold out as many round wins as possible here on this attacking half and then just lock in on the defending side. But I will acknowledge BEAVERtails, good showing. Looks like Vix does see some of the players already coming in here. Vix trying. Oh, we get a lot of damage on Sleetzo there. Are they gonna commit again? Ooh, that was a little daring. But I will say VALOR is gonna be on the disadvantage here. As only one of their players has the Vezin in hand. You know, BEAVERtails on the other hand does have 3 Vezins, but there are 2 Omens, so it's not the best for them either. But they're definitely in a way better situation. I think VALOR is just kind of feeling out this defense here. Might be seeing another rotation here. As we saw in the previous round, they kind of go for a rotate onto the other side here. This will be interesting. I didn't know you can go up there, actually. I really have not played Dam. I really have not. Crimson coming in here, gets the pick off here. Now coming down the cut skills. They get picked off by Crimson. But Vix on the back end there. I'm going to get the replay anyways. This is a beautiful push here for the VALOR players. Now in a 4v3 situation. Never mind. Silver gets a pick off on Crimson there. Only leaving a 3-3 situation now. But they do have a couple syringes in hand. Never mind. Aang gets another pick off there. Only coming down to Silver and Master Killer. Are they going to take sides? No, never mind. Oh, it's a beautiful finish there from both players as they do get that beautiful push in there. Let's get that replay real quick. Yeah, beautiful start and finish here by Aang. They pushed in. They got a couple shots there. They didn't get that finish. I thought it was a 2K. It looked like it was going to be. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for them there. But it doesn't matter. It got them the win. Yeah, it got them the win there, and that worked out very well for the VALOR players. I don't know if y'all saw the attack at the beginning. It was so coordinated. They had people start coming in from one side. They had someone swinging in from the window, you know, unexpectedly for the BEAVERtails players. They weren't able to adjust their defense fast enough, so things worked out there. I wanted to give a shout out to Ice Beast. Since I complained about Ascent and VALOR wins, you know, I am inclined to think VALOR will win. I'm gonna put something in the chat there. You'll hear this 2.5 minutes later. But thank you, Ice Beast. We appreciate another super chat coming in from you. What is that? $1.99 plus $4.99. So you have done your work today. You know, I'm always shocked when people like give super chats to these streams, especially when it's not their own teams. But hey, I love it. It's like it just like shows love from the community, right? And that's all I really care about. Anyways, VALOR coming in again. I will say these teams play Dam so differently than I've seen other teams play Dam. I love it. I love seeing the variety here. Some really deep and split attacks here from VALOR. There's 2 players up, 3 players on the bottom, it looks like. Master Killer might be running into some opposition here pretty soon from Aang. Let's see if I can get this first person shot here. What are you doing? Why did they not finish the kill? They got their picks off there. It looks like Works on the back end here has gotten another pick themselves. Looks like Vix is aware that someone is up here. The frag going in deep. It might get Vix. It does. That is a beautiful frag there from Sleetzo. S tier frag as Gibbler Bob, but never mind. It looks like they finished out all the players on the other side. That's probably one of the most cleanest sweeps I've seen from VALOR against BEAVERtails on its attacking half. I mean, there's a deep frag there. I couldn't even catch it. Never mind. There was too much going on there. Anyways, looks like VALOR finishing this one out. If they can get this 4-2, this is definitely going the way of VALOR. I would not be shocked if it did that. But BEAVERtails, they want to get this 3-3. They want to finish out this 3-3, but checking out this economy, I don't know if they're going to be able to manage. I mean, 2 RCPs in hand, 2 Vezins. Looks like Cut Skills might be rocking a pistol here. Let's see what they end up getting. Or they might be AFK and dropping. We'll have to see, you know, in a second here. But never mind. It looks like they are in the game. You know, VALOR, on the other hand, are looking good. They're swimming in the cash. Probably feeling pretty good right now. Definitely some interesting angles from the VALOR players. I love it. Slito getting a pick off already on Raj there, but I think they are aware Cutskills back there now. Ooh, does Slito see them? They might not have. It looks like someone does get flashed here. The EMP, unfortunately, is put in an awkward position. Oh, and Slito does see Cut Skills in the back there. Now leaving only 3 players now on BEAVERtails. Can they get the EMP though? Is my question. It's like stuck on a box. Looks like Jim's gonna get the pick off. Never mind. Slito also gets a pick off. Only leaving Vix now in a 4v1 situation. I think Slito tries to go in for the commit, but they were not able to do anything about this. And I think that works out in their favor as that EMP is stuck. So we'll see if they could have done something about that. But anyways, that does go the way of VALOR as they come in 4-2 on the second half. Now defending, so they'll be on the upper hand here. Raj said GG's. We'll have to see if BEAVERtails can come back here. But it is not favorable for them, to say the least. But again, it is not an impossible game here. Was there an interesting... I don't think I had to replay that round, so unfortunately I will not have anything to show here. I'm trying to see if I can remove the HUD. I cannot. That is so fun. I thought we could remove the HUD in terms of skin effect visibility. What does that mean? Like, huh? Interesting. Another shout out to Draws. Looks like $5 for a flawless round. Yeah. Wait, so you can do $5? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that looks like somebody here committing. Garage getting the refrag there. Oh, and 2 players already down on the BEAVERtails side. That is now still somehow surviving here. But it's a 3v3 situation. It works in the back here. Coming out now and getting a pick off on Raj there. Warwick's going in for the commit there. Cuskills decides to swing it, gets the pick somehow, almost getting 2. Master Killer gets that finish there. Now coming down to Aang, they're probably gonna commit here. Never mind, that's a Master Killer clutch, yo! I thought Aang was gonna, you know, peek there and win it, and then somehow they did it. And as Master Killer does finish that one out for BEAVERtails, now trying to equalize this, you know, in the upcoming round. Only 3 and 4 But again, Valor is off to a good start. They only need 2 more rounds to tie this out and win the series. Because again, if they get a tie, that is a game, that is a series win for them. Because that means VALOR at that point can no longer win the map. It is over at that point, right? I'm excited. I've been looking forward to, I think, overtime the most. I don't think it's gonna happen this season. It'd be insane if it happened. We're too late in the season to have a big change like that. But I challenge, if we can do overtime for playoffs. I think it's better because for playoffs, if you have overtime, you don't have to do best of 5. You can just do still best of 3. And you don't have because the problem is if you do best of 3, best of 5, if there are ties, that always extends it, right? Potentially. So if you do overtime, it doesn't allow extensions, and you can just finish out the best of 3 or best of 5. So, anyways, we'll see what they do. Ross going to pick off on Crimson already. But the cut skills also gets picked off themselves from Sleet, so but Aang in the corner there. Please, Sleetso getting another pick. What are they doing back here? They got the 2-piece in the back there. Sleetso, again, I think I keep seeing Sleetso get some crazy clutch picks here. As that now is there another one I've done. Only 3 players left on the VALOR side. There's that frag, unfortunately, bounces in a lot of weird ways. Jims gets a pick off himself, but Master Killer again gets some crazy picks there. And they get finished off by, never mind, Jims finishes it out, but it doesn't matter as Works is there for the refrag. That is a lot of hectic stuff going on here. That's rough. I mean, they had a good push there, even with the disadvantage in terms of players. But again, that didn't work out. Valor's defense has just been almost impeccable. I mean, you got players like Sleetso who are playing hard commit on the back end. They got the 2-piece in terms of players that are back there. They got 2-piece on those 2 deeper players. Got the pick. And wow, people keep calling me right now. But at this point, it is looking like Valor's game. They got the 1, 2, 3 Vezins and 4 Vezins in hand. Sorry, excuse me, 4 Vezins in hand. Against the never mind, it's assault rifle round. What am I saying? I'm just talking out my butt right now. It looks like it's pretty even in terms of economy, as both sides have 4 Vezins, 4 Omens. 4 Vezins and a single Omen. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. I am very much tired today, obviously. Very much tired. But it's okay. We will persevere. We'll persevere. Someone said Beaver is going to make a comeback. Doctor Who, I want to see an underdog win. I'm a big fan of underdogs. But Valor is coming crazy this round as they have a 2-piece already from Jims there. Oh my goodness, that's another 2-piece from Crimson. I mean, that is literally insane here as it comes down to just silver. Yeah, no, this is looking rough. Like I said, they win this one, it is going to be Valor's series win no matter what. Because then at this point, they tie or Valor wins. Doesn't matter. It is a series win for Valor. So VALOR has to commit. They got to get this. Otherwise, it's a loss for them no matter what. Silver is coming in here. I mean, a 1v5 situation is... very difficult for sure. I mean, what else can I say here? It looks like we might be seeing these 2 run into each other. I think they are aware. Silver is here. Let me get this angle here. Oh, they get the finish off in the end there. And it's I can maybe stay around for the last round here. But I'm telling you, it is Valor's win. It is Valor's series win here. Yeah, I'm always like, do I stay? Do I not? Do I just kind of hop anyways? Like we know Valor wins this map, right? In terms of the cast, in terms of the series. But it is nice to see Valor win, with a 7-3 potentially. So we'll see if they can do it. I think that last round was VALOR's best bet. I mean, they had the most Vezins they could. Now Valor is fully equipped. against BEAVERtails when they only have, I think it looks like one Vezin in hand. So this is going to be a rough round for BEAVERtails to come back from anyways. But definitely not an impossibility here. But again, it's still going to be Valor's win. Valor's win. They have won the series no matter what now because they're on match point. They have drawed at the bare minimum because they won on that map too there. You see that? Did someone drop the EMP? Huh, interesting. Yeah, at this point, it's just BEAVERtails playing for consolation. They're just trying to minimize the amount of loss they get. But again, this has been a good game. I mean, check out that map 1. This is a closer map. Map 2 was kind of a strong showing from Valor there. So definitely those connoisseur votes feel very proud about the votes that they had made. A lot of shots going in. Some chip damage on Raj there, but not really much than that. Is it Raj? Rage? Rage? I don't know. It looks like the smoke tried to go out there, double smoke. It does shut out the angles, but not really much more than that. It looks like Silver commits, Raj tries to commit, gets shut down by Valor. Jim gets a 2-piece there. Are they committing hard? They are. They have committed to the hallway. The EMP is shut down. This is rough. Oh, and the flash works, but it doesn't matter as works is there for the refrag on the other end. Cut skills versus Aang, and they get finished out. That's going to be a clean win there from Valor. We're going to be giving them that win. Oh, man. I mean, beautiful showing there. Beautiful showing from the Valor players. BEAVERtails, I think, put up a good effort, but Valor did just play that much better, unfortunately, here. But anyways, thank you all for coming out. I will say a couple of last minute things. A shout out to the creators on the VRML team, and of course the mods. If you ever want to get involved in what we do behind the scenes, which is creating content, casting games, or helping with moderation, we're always accepting applications for more volunteers for VRML. So please head over to the Breachers VRML Discord server and submit an application if you ever find yourself interested in doing some of this stuff. You know, if you did enjoy the show with me today, check out my Twitch and YouTube channel. I do post content about Breachers and occasionally do live streams with other casters and content creators. All my socials are under Martini_. So definitely check me out. But anyways, great showing again from the Valor and BEAVERtails players. They put up a really good show today. Unfortunately for BEAVERtails, they did not win it. They did not finish this one out. But Valor, you know, valiantly showing some good effort there as they did perform very well, especially in those last 2 maps there. But anyways, thanks for coming out and watching another VRML Breachers cast. We appreciate seeing you all here today, and of course remember to subscribe, leave a like for the channel. It's greatly appreciated, and hopefully we do see y'all in the next cast.
Breachers VRML is brought to you by Helga, the esports manager, Triangle Factory. Thanks for watching VRML.